Hello. Oh, I'm hiding. Hi. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Hi. Hi. I don't think I've streamed all week, but I've been very productive. I am pleased to announce that I finished another video this week. A video on, and I found even more stuff. And I'm very glad because I feel like I finally took the time to fix some issues that I felt that I had with some of my videos that I never took the time to fix. I'm happy about that. Are you planning on making a video on Clara? Probably not, because it's too much of a shit show. But I already have like 2 videos lined up, and I want... What do you guys think about this idea? I keep seeing tweets about it, and like it's the kind of topics that I like. I want to make a video maybe on, well, I'm gonna ask for your opinion, I guess, chat. That have you heard about that Korean girl that's like really beautiful that murdered 3 guys and everybody is simping for her like really hard? Like all the tweets I see about her is stuff like, I can fix her, she can do me next, blah blah blah. Yeah. There's this kind of phenomenon where people are really into, you know how like women are like really into guys that are in jail and stuff, or there's like this trend about liking like monsters. Not like Bao style, you know, not like furry, like people that are monsters like inside. Yeah, she can stay away from me. Yeah, apparently, well, I haven't dug deep into it yet. I just like skimmed it because I was working on something else. But it's like, no. I think they're unironic because she's actually really beautiful. And she even posted after murdering somebody. They found her social media account, and on the social media account she posted some like another selfie of her, and she was like follow for follow and something about like having no lives. Like it's messed up. Wake me up inside. Wait, is my kick stuff working? Royal Onion! Thank you so much for the sub! IRL Yandere? She is an IRL Yandere, yeah. Pretty much. She was very calculated about it. She had the date drugs ready in case... She had like a reason for it, but it was not a good reason at all. Like, it wasn't a good reason. It's not like she was attacked. I think she had the drugs ready. And it's like both her defense, but also something that could implicate her further into the trial. And yeah, I have a body pillow. Yeah, there's also something in the Mangaka scene that I want to talk about today. Something very grave has happened and everybody's talking about it right now. A child got raped. It's very terrible. Hi, Straub. Thank you. I'd rather cuddle with the real Rima. Cute. Yeah, it's very terrible. A lot of mangakas are now speaking up because there's been like child grooming and child rape that happened. And what makes it worse is that after he was convicted or something, we're gonna go through all the articles. I need you guys to piece some information together because this is an area I'm less familiar with, but the publishing house rehired that guy that groomed the girl, and under another pen name to like do it, you know, subtly, to have him work on another manga. But now that the lawsuit came out and he got convicted at a much bigger degree, they were forced to release a statement, and now a bunch of mangakas, like the guy who did One Punch Man, the girl who's the mangaka that's working on something, Witch Hat. Fuck, what's the name of her manga? Witch Hat Atelier. They're speaking up against it because this Japanese publisher is very, very big. They also have this app called Manga One, which publishes a lot of mangas. Yeah, One commented on it. Yeah. And the thing is, what is even crazier is I don't even think he's going to jail. He got a fine, but I don't think he got jail time. And the allegation, it's worse than like just grooming. Like, it's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting and despicable things. Yeah, Shogakukan, exactly. I think I looked, ew, they do a lot of children's book too? I looked a little bit of what they publish. You know, they publish Free Rent, some Pokemon titles. They published a bunch of very famous mangas. So this is blowing up. There's also this girl Sato. Remember, she spoke up against Miskiff when he was playing on the Sakura tree. Oh, really, Hoppy? Yeah, so these are like kind of VTuber adjacent topics that I'd like to explore more and more. Maybe in my videos or in my streams, but I feel like it kind of fits with our channel. Yeah, so that editor who rehired the groomer is like getting cancelled right now. I mean, kind of rightfully so. He was kind of like covering for him, which is fucked up. I swear there's something wrong with Japan laws when it comes to sexual assault. The assaulter we've always got away with their actions for some reason. Yeah, I don't know why it's like that. Oh, whoops, I have this. We're gonna read the actual articles. They've been published in Japanese, so we'll get our facts straight. Because I'm kind of just talking about it now without having it in front of me. To see if he's actually going to go to jail or not. I hope so. Because apparently it wasn't just her, he also groomed a bunch of other kids. He was a teacher. He was teaching art. And he used his manga as a way to like lure her in. That's because Japan age of consent didn't change until recently. It's... I think I touched on it during one of my videos, the one about the guy that did Minato Aqua's model. And I think they have like, yeah, they have an age of consent that was like global, but each district has their own rules. So some district, the age of consent is still 18 plus, even though Japan worldwide has like it was like 13 plus for a bit. So it's like a little bit more detailed than that. Like some stuff still wouldn't pass. It still would be illegal. Gao. Yes, that's his name, Gao. Yeah, it's by prefecture, exactly. If I had a better memory, I could tell you guys more about it. Yeah, it's oh my god, it's such a crazy story. Hello, Miss Rima. Today's not a marriage proposal day. Why not? I think every day should be a marriage proposal day. Here I thought the Clara thing would get me the most riled up today. Hey guys. Hey Onslow. Hey Zippy Zap. Hey Namans. Looks like thanks to YouTube new sub feed layout, you don't get to hang out on the top row of my feed when you go live anymore. Sag. The new layout sucks because this YouTuber made a video about it actually, where YouTube is pushing shorts more and more, and the shorts now take a much bigger place on the YouTube feed layout, so you have less diversity when it comes to the YouTube videos that are being like proposed to you or shown to you. For me, it's becoming very stale because I feel like there's like 2 creators that are being shown to me over and over again. And the thing is, this is really bad for the creator economy, because if you like study this just a little bit, you know that even TikTokers, for example, with millions of subscribers, they don't make any money. They all want to move to YouTube because YouTube. Milk Toast! Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs! Oh my god, thank you, thank you! Thank you for the Twitch subs! Enjoy, guys! Thank you, Milk Toast. But yeah, so because we have some of the best creator economy on YouTube, that's why we got movie level fucking YouTube videos sometimes with as much budget as like small indie movies, or we have like really quality videos on the platform. So the fact that YouTube's pushing the shorts format is not great. Sure, it's very popular because people have like reduced attention span more and more, but I don't know if that's really the play. They're pushing more AI shorts too. That's interesting considering they said that they would crack down on AI channels. Expert gamer alert, yeah. It's not even sure it's the most relevant top row. Interesting. I saw there were AI upscaling people's shorts without notice or consent. What does that mean? Alright, let's start with some topics of the day, I guess. First, we'll go through the Clara graduation, who graduated last night. Oh, let me put the tail down. Okay, by the way, I'm delaying the subathon a little bit more because I want to queue up a few videos before I do start with all of that. It's also a lot of organization, so that'll give me a bit more time to prepare. The AI changed so much. Alright. So I think, I mean, first she kind of just yaps, and then it turns kind of serious, so we'll just go straight to the serious part. Make sure my audios are good. Alright, turning off the music.
Know what I had to say. Okay, there's your preface. Okay.
Actually, we can have my music for this, because she has no music. How's Rima beaten the bottom allegations? Listen up. Listen up, you little shits. If you keep saying I'm not beating the bottom allegation, I'm gonna show you proof and evidence of everything today, okay? This is a no misinformation stream. Alright, I did beat the bottom allegations. I did beat them. I'm gonna show you guys a proof of it later during the stream, okay? Do not XDX in chat.
So, this is already a mess. Okay. Ew. to. I need to get into like formal. I should have. I can't. Okay, now I just can't talk. I should have worn a suit. I was gonna say until I started shaking. Okay, here we go.
She's a little quiet, huh? What about now?
I can't. Like, I can't even. Okay. Whatever. Shut up. Shut up. Okay. I'm locked in.
Is that good?
I'm not locked in. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Okay. Okay. Here we go.
Okay, she's gonna start, I think.
I'm scared. All right. I just have to start. Otherwise, it's never gonna happen. All right, here we go. Okay, the preface is we're gonna go back. Go way back.
Oh, now you guys want the background music off. Fine, I'll turn it off. She doesn't have music, though.
I'm just stalling at this point. Okay. I hope you can't hear my mouth sounds. I'll drink some water. I can't talk. Okay. Ew. Should have brushed my teeth after eating. Okay. Here we
Oh my god, she's like me.
This is so fucked up. Nobody clip this and be like, haha, graduation. Fuck, damn it. Okay. Okay. Here we freaking go. I'm so scared, bro.
We keep getting baited. I feel like I'm getting edged right now.
Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Hold Inuyasha and Goofy. And do it. I should have brought my stuffy. Okay, that would have been better. That would have been smarter. Where's the
Inuyasha.
stuffy I shoved the UAP into?
No, his older brother is way hotter. Not Inuyasha, though. I mean, he's alright. I guess he is a white hair Bishonen. But Sesshomaru-sama is my goat, dude. He's my goat.
Via cervix. Okay. Okay. And there's a cat here in my mouth. Okay. I originally accepted the invitation to join Face Connect, mainly because I wanted to have gen mates. I'm not good at asking people
Okay, I feel like she's quiet again in a sec.
How to collab. So I thought it would be easier this way. I was hesitant about being placed in JP, but agreed.
Okay, this is like the first JP. This is like the first thing people are pushing back on because there's like this screenshot going around from a clip where she says that she was the one that asked Sakana to join. Now, I don't know if she just worded that bad or if it was nerves or whatever, but I'm just letting you know this is like the first like thing people are pushing back on.
Once it was clear that my audience was more English, I asked for guidance and was told to lean into it. The problem was that this made it hard to have collabs with my gem mates, because my regular viewers would tune out if content wasn't in English. Our clashing stream times also made it difficult. I asked to be transferred in hopes of feeling less alone, but was told circumstances wouldn't allow it.
It was like, I mean, it's just a screenshot from this clip. Really happy to be in GP. I'm really grateful. I was like, really okay for me to join GP. Wusan was like, no, you said you should join. I'd have to find that exact tweet because I feel like these that exact clip because really happy to be in GP. I'm really grateful. I was like, is it really okay for me to join JP? This doesn't necessarily say that she asked for it. I feel like we should find that original clip. Yeah, I don't know if I trust these screens. I feel like we should find that original clip. Yeah, this is like the YouTube translation that's so basically what she said so far is that she started in JP, she started getting an English fan base, um like a larger English fan base, and she started getting isolated from the JP girls.
At first, I tried to connect with other talents. I was very social in our work server and talked to and played games with other members almost daily. In May of 2024, something happened, and I muted most channels and began to self-isolate.
So just for I'm sorry, I'm like pausing a lot, but it's like a short statement, and I think there's like, look, I don't mind if people want to criticize somebody, but there's also a lot of misinformation going around, and there's a lot of like, and I don't like misinformation. I just want to put like some facts clear. Um, so I'm gonna be pausing a lot, but I don't remember what I paused for now. Fuck. I'm literally a goldfish brained. Oh yeah. Okay, May 2024. She says there was already something that happened. Uh, and for reference, she debuted on January 27, 2024. So this is like what, 5 months in, and something has happened. We don't exactly know what happened. The only thing we could really find that happened during that time was that there was Offkai. There was an Offkai off collab that happened between the girls. There was some drama with Offkai. She also went to Anime North during that time. And over here. And she was also at Offkai for the Hollow Takeover. So it could be so many things. We kind of have no confirmation of anything. But obviously people are trying to, piece things together, figure out what happened behind the scenes. We may never know. This was in 2024.
I took solace in the fan Discord, but was eventually told I was posting too much. Things began to pile up. By July of 2025, I started to feel I was not mentally well enough to stream.
Wait, what date did she say?
Things began to pile up.
Things began to
By
pile up.
July of 2025, I started to feel I was not mentally well enough to stream.
By July 2025, I feel like I was not mentally well enough to stream. Was that after the whole like PL controversy? After the Instagram comments? declining before that? No? Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the timeline here. Okay, so that was before. So before that, she already felt like she was not in a good mental state. Oh yeah, the controversy was in September. Thank you. Okay. So the controversy is September. All right. All right. I'm keeping a timeline in mind.
I didn't feel safe alone, so I went to visit family. At the time, it helped a lot. Being offline put a major cause of my stress in the distance. Early November, I was excited to come back from my hiatus. I was regaining my energy to stream. I had just released a video I spent hours on. I was writing down ideas and prepared all the assets for another musical. I had purchased and rigged custom assets for Kwawa's return. Things still hadn't been addressed, but I was hopeful. On November 7th, a conversation led to me realizing that things would never change, and I had to leave. These past 2 years have been really hard for me.
Mm.
I now know how much both my mental and physical health were impacted. There were some things I knew in the moment, but looking back and realizing how much worse it was than I initially thought was painful. I noticed something was wrong as early as February 2024, but it took me much longer to stop blaming myself and, and finally put the pieces together. What kept me going through everything was the Omis.
Yeah, it's sad. So the Omis are her fan base, by the way.
Although I was less active, I was still watching over the Discord and hashtags. When I decided to graduate, I stopped caring about the rules imposed on me, and watching movies and playing RuneScape together helped more than you know. There are a few other people to thank, but I won't name them. They knew who they are. Thank you. Some of you may be wondering why I chose not to become a phase citizen. I was asked. Merch would be passive income. There are things that money can't buy. Though I'm sorry to the fans that VODs will no longer be available, I hope you understand this was the best decision for me.
So from my understanding, um, if you leave the company, your VODs are just wiped, right? It seems like procedural. But if you become a phase citizen, then maybe you're required to contribute to maybe a few things per year, like voice back, some merch. And she was asked to be a phase citizen, but she declined. Your VODs can stay up. I wonder why she chose to not have them up. Maybe she just wants to completely forget about that. This and Yuri are the only times they've been wiped, but aren't these the only two kind of like definite graduations that they've had? VODs can stay up if she opts to be a phase citizen, is my understanding. That's also what I read online. So I've got conflicting information on that part. And I don't know anymore which one is correct. Yeah, there was really not a lot of precedent. Saya, I believe, was a phase citizen for a bit. Saya's a phase fit citizen, yeah. Still is. Okay, phase citizen Period.
I went through a volatile mix of emotions, but the closer we got to the day of my graduation, the more at peace I became. I have every right to be angry, and some days I am, but I'm not wasting my energy anymore. I'm sad to have to say goodbye to the Omis, but goodbye is never forever. Overall,
Oh, she said
even though
she
I'm
said
crying,
the sentence, goodbye isn't forever. That means she's probably gonna reincarnate, right? Sakana has said it before explicitly that channels of graduated talents are wiped. Alright, thank you. Thank you. Okay, well, I'm gonna believe Mythicast on that. The source should be one of the interviews Q&As he had with the phase members, but for the life of me, I can't remember if it was the Pippa one. I'm taking a mental notes to look into that later.
today isn't a sad day. It's a day to celebrate. Maybe that's hard for you to understand right now. As the Roman poet Horace once said, time will bring to light whatever is hidden.
Yeah, I wonder what she meant by this.
Oh, I'm shaken.
And she had a great model.
Yeah, I do want to. I want to showcase a tweet of mine, and I apologize for the flashbang because it's not my own screenshot. I don't regret this tweet. It's my belief that it's your duty to reel in members of your community when you see them being harmful to others. Silence is complicity. The Omis are as wonderful and open as they are because that is the standard I held them to.
But I don't understand why she's bringing up this tweet. It makes me believe that she got bonked for it, you know? That they told her not to tweet that, or I don't know. Because otherwise, why would she bring it up? And I'm like, I feel like Pippa did a similar tweet during the whole Hogwarts legacy thing. So did she get bunked for it too? And I guess Jelly got bunked by management for her own statement. So it's okay. This is like purely speculation, but I'm like, maybe they're just not allowed to touch on anything remotely that can be considered remotely political. But I feel like that tweet isn't bad. I feel like it's it's a normal thing to say. Like, obviously, you don't want to expose your fan base to some mean comments. Like, I made a tweet the other day, and there was a bunch of people that said racist stuff in the tweets. I had to block them. Obviously, you gotta moderate some stuff. Obviously, I would feel bad if I exposed you guys to some slurs or some bad things. Sounds like it's a response to someone because this tweet is still up and she's using someone else's screenshot. She could screenshot it unless it was part of a message to her before. Ah, yes, and just to give you guys the context, it was in response to that tweet. So she had made a tweet. I get called Craig once, and YouTube decides I'm trans now, and I assume like it always is on Twitter. There's some people that probably said some mean stuff about trans people. And then she said, I take responsibility for my gender dysphoria, and then she tweeted that. For instance, Pippa sent that notice because she saw people using her name to cast actual bigotry. She condemned that as well as people putting words in her mouth. Well, isn't that kind of similar? What about that tweet is political? Look, personally, I don't think it should. I think it's a common sense. I don't think it should be political, but maybe. But in 2026, it kind of is. I guess everything is nowadays. Wait, this is in the Minecraft category? How? Wait, is it true? My stream? My stream is in the Minecraft category? Yep. What? How? Can I change that? This is some fire Minecraft gameplay. Thank you, Clausy. I know, right? When the SMP starting, Rima? Oh god. Wait, is it because we talked about grooming at the beginning of the stream? YouTube put 2 and 2 together. They're like, yep, this is a Minecraft stream. It's an AI recognition thing. I could be. I don't know. I don't make the rules at YouTube. I don't know what the fuck's going on at YouTube, man. Anyway, so I'm. This is another question mark for me.
Omis, thank you for helping me build a welcoming community of people from all walks of life. Many of you sent me messages about how much this community helped you come out of your shells and be more confident. You are that community. I may have guided it in a certain direction, but you are the backbone. Be proud of yourselves.
Wait, also, wait, let me just replay that moment.
Silence is complicity.
Yeah, I think. Okay, this is it.
I don't regret this tweet. It's my belief that it's your duty to reel in members of your community when you see them being harmful to others. Silence is complicity. The Omis are as wonderful and open as they are because that is the standard I held them to.
Okay, so I saw people ratting saying that like this was directed at other at other VTubers community. Some people even claiming that it was directed at some Face Connect members. But it seems that she was talking about herself. But I don't know, it could be a loaded sentence. It could mean many things. You can't control a big community. No, you can. You definitely have a responsibility to control your community. What the fuck do you mean? Like you can I have chat we have rules in my chat. We have rules in my Discord server. There's definitely rules. You can't just say anything. You can't just do anything. This isn't a forum board. Like not gonna expose you guys to some grooming and shit or some I don't know. Like I'm not gonna let you guys say slurs in my chat. I may not be able to control everything that happens on Twitter, for example, because there's just like a lot of, you know, passers-bys and drive-by people that will comment on tweets. But even sometimes I do have to moderate some of my tweets. Like I gotta hide replies that are awful or doxing people or saying racist shit. Yeah, there's a level of moderation you do have to apply. Rima groomed us to be Uma Musume lovers. Yeah, what I try to do is interact more with like positive stuff. Because when you interact with something, like with a comment, you're giving it attention, you're somewhat endorsing it, creates a feedback loop. So I think that's important. That's also something Doki did, you know, amidst the Selengate stuff. I'm kind of going out of topic here, but you know, she would interact with positive tweets, positive fans, and she wouldn't interact with like even people harassing other livers and things like that. That scared the fuck out of me. Thank you, Mass Defect. Thank you for the resub. Thank you, thank you. Rima, Twitter said Clara did say mean things to Remy and someone else. Jelly or Punko. Okay, I think. Yeah, okay. Okay, there's a lot of things that are wrong in that sentence. First, it starts with Twitter said, and then you're like saying a bunch of so maybe she said this or maybe said this, and it ends with I think. So I think you're unsure about your statement. We're gonna let it cook in the oven a little bit longer. I think that one needs to stir a little bit longer. It was kind of quiet. It was really loud for me. The notification was quiet. What was I gonna say about that? Yeah, about there is some rumors that she was being a mean girl to some jelly, but the thing is it's like impossible to confirm that. It's all vague stuff and vague tweeting. It's rats. There's like no way to confirm it. I posted like some I can't really not I can show you guys some of the rats. I think I posted them in my Discord. I wasn't super ready to talk about it. It's like a lot to look into. And it's like it could have been said about both of them. No, I don't have her stuff. But it's like there was just like a lot of vague tweeting and people were claiming that they were kind of both going at each other. But there's because Jelly tweeted this, thinking about the I hate AI art bad, ChatGPT is killing the trees, people who log in daily to talk to their AI boyfriend app. And allegedly, Clara had an AI a boyfriend, like ChatGPT kind of low key thing that she would talk to. And then people fought. Again, this is all speculations. I don't want people to take this as facts. That she was referring to Clara. So people are claiming there's bad blood between them because of things like that. The other instance was also I was not ready to talk about this, so I don't have these on hand, like ready to go. It's like this heartbreaking VTuber with angelic singing voice is incredibly evil person. Like Clara's really good at singing. And then she responds, I can name two. So people were like, oh my god, she's referring to Clara. But it's like, again, like, and who's the other person then? So we don't know. It's rats. Clara couldn't resist ChatGPT's 4OS charm. Well, it's gone now. ChatGPT 4 is gone. And then Clara had also on her PL, which I don't have on hand right now, and I'd have to censor the name too because that PL is connected to a bunch of other shit. Um, and there was also some fake tweeting that people thought that it was about Jelly. So there's all that going into that. There's a lot of context. Long time rat. But I'm gonna need Barry Loaf to come out and confirm all these rats. Just like, she did with the Niji Sanji clique. Point at the conspiracy board I solved it. I would love to solve all these. There's definitely a lot of question. Not a lot of answers. Yeah, and that first tweet was 2 days after the tweet Clara just showed on stream. So because of the timing, people also assumed that it was about Clara. You following me there, chat? There's a lot of rats. Bring back Twisty to dig up all the dirt. Oh my god.
Omis, thank you for helping me build a welcoming community of people from all walks of life. Many of you sent me messages about how much this community helped you come out of your shells and be more confident. You are that community. I may have guided it in a certain direction, but you are the backbone. Be proud of yourselves. Some things to remember. You know who you are, and no one's narrative can change that. Always do good, even when it'd be easier or more profitable not to. Now more than ever, it's important to have community, so stick together. And I'm late to say it, but happy Black History Month.
Like, if anything, that was the biggest nod to what happened in the entire stream. I feel like that's the part that people spoke about the least. Oh, we found that interview. Cool, we can look at it. Good shit, guys. Yo! What? That was okay.
Dan Savage said, "We buried our friends in the morning. We protested in the afternoon. And we danced all night. And it was the dance that kept us in the fight. Because it was the dance we were fighting for." So, Omis, if I could figure out how to do anything.
I mean, I'm just reading chat. I don't know if anything, this is more of a nod to what happened in the past few months, and I think this is, I mean, this is another time proof that cancel. I feel like online criticism and cancellation and cancel culture does not help changing people's mind. If anything, it pushes them more into the mindset of being like, yeah, no, I was right about this. And I think we've seen this happen over and over again and on both sides. Yeah, it makes them double down. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong saying like happy Black History Month or whatever she said, by the way. It's just that it seems to be a nod of the entire thing that went down with the Minecraft and all of that. Just making that clear. I have nothing against that statement by itself. Okay? Like, it's fine. You
Let's dance.
Okay, and then after that she starts singing a song from Lady Gaga. Oh yeah, I forgot to comment about the silence is complicit sentence. I think everybody true. You guys are mentioning it in Discord. Yes, the silence is complicit sentence is like a sentence that like everybody is like trained to cringe at when they hear it because it's been used against people so much to force them to speak on things. It's been used against me a lot, of course. I keep getting tagged in drama that doesn't concern me lately. It's been used against Emiru, for example. It's been used against Tomoe during when they were trying to make her speak on political matters. So I think whenever people hear it, they're like, ugh, you know. They just hate that sentence. On Chacha too, yeah. But yeah, I think people are just like trained to automatically dislike it. Stating it as silence is complicit instead of I didn't feel good not speaking up is what irks me. See, because like that, saying it like this automatically makes you think of those people that like yell at other people for speaking up on matters that they don't want to speak about. I think Clara was using it on the specifically in the context of her own community. Yeah, it could very well be. I'm just saying like why everybody has such a I'm just explaining why people have such a visceral reaction to that sentence, to this particular set of words. So, what else? Oh yeah, Lady Gaga, Born This Way, she performs it. And then I also heard before I watched this, like I was hearing all kind of rats about it. It was like she did some shout outs in between verses about and she was throwing jabs at her colleagues and she was like throwing Face Connect under the bus during the song. Like she modified some lyrics to throw Face Connect under the bus. I was like, wow, really? Damn. Really? I was like, all right, let me take a look at this. I pulled up the. I can't. Can I watch this without getting completely demonetized? I pulled up the song. I pulled up the lyrics. It wasn't true. Can you believe that, people? It wasn't true. There's like a single line that was changed. It was an Italian line. We could listen to that part. I feel like we need some people that are like Clara watchers to understand what she's referring to, though, in that part.
Subway kid, rejoice your truth. In the religion of the insecure, I must be myself, respect my youth. A different lover is not a sin. Believe capital H-I-M.
It's here. It's after this.
Hey, hey, hey. I love my life, I love my own museum. Protect the bricks, protect the doll. 'Cause I'm beautiful.
Okay, like in the entire song, that's the only part that she switched the lyrics. I can't completely understand what she's saying. She says, I love my life. I love my omis. Protect the bricks and protect the dolls. What? That's what I'm hearing. Protect the bricks, protect the dolls. The omis is her fan base, but I don't know what the rest means. Sorry, I pressed on the wrong fucking thing. Not gonna lie, I personally don't like to be dragged into any politics related. It doesn't matter if it's left or right, it only goes against them more than anything. No, I completely agree, and I've also been really getting increasingly tired and fatigued of it. And I am getting dragged by both sides, by the way. Like, it's not just one side doing it. For me, it's been both. Fur Tree the Room sent, thank you for the gifted sub. Thank you, thank you. Another one. Oh my god, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Her singing is crazy.
Fall in my way, 'cause God makes no mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby. I was born this way. Don't hide yourself in regret. Love yourself, then you said. On the right track, baby. I was born this way.
Wait, a moderator got one of the gifted subs? What the fuck? It's actually rigged. Why not really let me gooning gaming, damn it. You have to put a dot in between so it would go through. So, I mean, yeah, her voice was really good. She was a, I gotta say, she was a pretty good entertainer. And I think it raises the, age-long question about if you can separate the person from the entertainer. It is kind of something that, it's a question that comes out over and over again, right? Whenever there's a controversy. And I'm even touching about it in my next Niji Sanji video. I think some people definitely can't, or it shatters their image of them and they can't reconcile the two. Some others feel like they can compartmentalize more and they don't really mind as long as it's not made on their main account. What do you guys think? Like, regardless of where you stand politically, we all bleed red at the end of the day and we deserve to get along together. Let differences not divide us. Yeah, well said, Yui. I like this positive message. Retreat, thank you for the other gifted. Well, for me, I think I gotta draw the line at harassment and doxing because at the end of the day, that is what happened to her, and I know a lot of people were pushing back against this, but the account that was uncovered was connected to her, her name, her and all the other accounts, and it was a private account at the end of the day. For me, doxing in the VTuber community has always meant the same thing. It's always been the uncovering of accounts that the creator does not want you to uncover. And that's why it's a rule in this chat. It's always been a rule ever since the beginning. So I think you can criticize somebody, and I think, especially lately, I think there's a bar, and that we can all agree that even though you can dislike somebody else, I can have personal opponents or people that wish wrong on me, but I would never want something awful to happen to them. No matter what happens, no matter how much harm they cause me, I wouldn't want something awful to happen to them. Like, I don't think harassment, doxing is ever okay, violence either. And that account was private, so were the post. Yes, that was a misinformation that she unprivated the account to post that. That was never true. I've learned long ago to separate the art from the artist because I would hate everything. Dude, one of my favorite artists of all time did something fucking awful. Marilyn Manson. He has some pretty fucking bad allegations around him. And I don't want to get canceled for saying this, but I still listen to his music. Like, I can't help it. It's too ingrained in me. Shut up, Mythicast. Um so yeah, but also another thing is when we let things go too far into the extreme, it might look like um like we're doing, I don't know, it people might celebrate and it might look like they might feel like they're winning in that moment, but I am telling you, in the long run it hurts everybody. It hurts the entire scene. It hurts innocent VTubers. Because do you think the insane people that engage in those activities care who's on whose side? It only takes one person that has too much time on their hand to group us all together and be like, you were complicit in yada yada yada. I get to do this to you. And then it just adds on, and adds on, and we don't want our community to become like that. I think, you know, you can dislike her, you can criticize her for things that she said, but you know, you can vote with your wallet. You can use words and legitimate, you know, like argument and debate tactics to make your points. But like, use your words as a weapon. Don't go further than that. That's all I'm saying. I think it's a pretty reasonable take. You know, if you haven't, if you really want to argue and you really love debating, you can't get your debate fix, you can join my Discord, because we have a channel that's dedicated to debating, and I promise you, you will find somebody to argue with in that channel. Yep. Yep. It's called the Agora. And if you ever have too much time on your hand, you go in there and suddenly you've lost 5 hours of your day. Discord.gg/Rima. Allison, thank you for the cute squad. And we make out and reconcile after? Bro, they're always there. Day after day after day. They argue every day in that channel, and then the next day they're all there again. So yeah, they basically reconcile, I guess. It's like a very dysfunctional family where you guys like yell at each other constantly, and then you like eat dinner together. It's so fucking weird. And then you start yelling at each other again. It's a drug. You guys are addicted. A lot of people are primed to view Clara and charitably, but I think it's true. She felt isolated both administratively and socially in phase. Unfortunately, yeah, I mean, I think a few things can be true at once. It's a reasonable take, Genki. That's a bit about Rima being a horse. How about not? Almost a year with Horse Girl. Love the streams. Thank you, Allison. I'm so happy you've been here. You've been so positive in every single chat. I really appreciate you guys. Dysfunctional family sounds like home. The Professor Keen! We live in an age of chaos, so controversy like this is to be common. That. Are you accepting your horse? Okay, you had to plug that one at the end. Thank you for the. Oh my god, the Precious Squad 20-month free sub. That's fucking insane. Clara left her previous company for a similar reason. What she gave. Oh, that's a new rat. Interesting rat. Hopefully she chooses more wisely if she joins another agency. What's the point of joining another agency at this point? Why not just go indie? And then you can say whatever you want. Plug mentioned? Not those plugs. So yeah, what do you guys think? Because we kind of switched the topic. What do you guys think about separating the art from the artist? A necessity? I think you have to, otherwise you go insane. Three nine? No, I haven't seen that. If the artist did something really bad, I can't separate. I mean, it's also kind of a case by case scenario. You know, there was a point where they were like, all classic books are bad because they've been written by like a straight white males, and it's like, well, fuck, they were written in like the 18th century. What do you want from them? Of course they were. Like I don't see how that makes them bad. But then, you know, if they're committed crimes or something, I can sort of get it. The other day I was watching a master class about this one dude. I think he wrote Coralie. I hope it was him. And then the next day on Twitter, it was revealed that he groomed a child. I was like, holy shit, you know, I'm not gonna watch more of his masterclass. You know, I wasn't that invested in him. It also, like, you know, if you're very emotionally invested in something, you might give it more chance. Was it Neil Gaiman? Maybe. Gaiman got busted? Yeah, I think it was him. I would watch a Roman Polanski movie, but I also don't want him winning any Oscars. Well, that's a pretty good distinction. Wait, what did Roman Polanski do again? Person beyond Clara might be a bad person at the end of the day. For me, Clara was an interesting, enjoyable VTuber that I'll cherish for many years. I think no, I think she might have had one of the best singing voices in Face Connect. Still, it hurts to see Clara politics bergs on an alt. I understand that. Yeah, I get it. Oh, Roman Polanski assaulted somebody? Oh my god. I mean, there's a reason why people say don't talk about politics or religion at dining table. Exactly, Troy. You know, it's a sensitive topic. And that's also why, you know, large companies don't usually allow that, Hololive and all of that. Oh, Polanski drugged a minor? That is way worse than assault. I think it depends what there's room of change, if the artist can redeem their name with time. I suppose it also depends, like, what is their work about? Like, if they're, you know, are they putting themselves into work? Or is it very detached? Can flee to France where no law could touch him? What? France is not a lawless land. I will never say that Kevin Spacey is a bad actor because of his charges, but I would not condone his personal life. His movies still stand at... He was a really good actor, that is true. That's true. Oh yes, I forgot to say about the Clara. There's more things. Okay. Okay, yeah. My other questions with this is like, was this statement cleared by FaZe before she said it? You know how like you know when Hololive girls do statements and they said they had like creative differences with the companies and everybody freaks out and start doom posting? But like these statements still have been cleared by the company and the companies think it's an okay thing to say. But I'm like, I would think that Face Connect has some kind of NDA going on. They have a contract. You know the other girl, Yuri, that got terminated? She basically never spoke about Face Connect after that, right? She said Sakana reviewed it? Where did she say that? I mean, you know, it could be that they reviewed it, but they can't... I don't know how much you can how much in details like you can control what somebody's gonna say, as long as it doesn't break rules of the contract, perhaps. But yeah, like Yuri, she was terminated from FaZe, I believe, and she never really spoke about it until she won her lawsuit. Like, I don't think they would let her say whatever. And isn't she Canadian too? Is she living in Canada? And FaZe is in Canada, so it's like a lawsuit could happen. It's not like they're fucking far. There's actually plenty of actual evil and powerful people on Earth for keyboard justice warriors to harass and dox. Leave a small Canadian VTuber alone. Thank you for the super chat, Mahu Nikki 4043. Actually, I don't know if she lives there. I know she's Canadian. She lives in Japan. Anyway, I'm just saying that was my other question. Was this reviewed by FaZe? Do they have NDAs, etc., etc.? I assume there is one. After that stream, she raided into Pippa. There's a clip
Clara
about
rated.
it.
You know what Clara eats like every day?
Hmm?
Clara eats
Hopefully not this.
tofu, plain tofu, plain fried tofu. Yeah, every day.
Oh, no, that's not.
She is Canadian, but she signed under the FaZe JP branch. Yeah, but is she... Yeah, but is she living in Canada or in JP?
Cool. That's cool. She's tofu maxing.
No flavor. That's
I
not
like tofu, but like you gotta flavor that shit.
No, she's tofu
But
maxing.
you gotta flavor that shit. That's actually abhorrent. Wait, how can you not... Like, the whole point of tofu is to be flavored. Even I, who's a terrible cook, knows this.
Tofu's right. That's a lot of
Okay, people are saying different things in chat. Some people are saying she's in Canada, others in Japan.
nutrient stuff for you. You get a lot of protein.
tofu is fucked up, bro. Also eating plain tofu. That's
What?
no flavor, no soy sauce, no nothing.
What beef do you have with tofu?
It doesn't taste like anything. You're eating nothing.
You're supposed to have the taste.
That's really good.
Beef still eats it.
Bro.
Meat also doesn't taste like much.
much until you fucking spice it.
Do you say meat doesn't?
Yeah.
Oh my
meat
god.
has a flavor.
It does.
Meat has a strong flavor.
It
Not
does.
that much. You're eating the sauces and spices.
You're crazy. A good steak
You must
requires no
drown them in
sauce.
it then, because like
No, you have a little pinch of salt and black pepper.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, but try eating it without it.
it still has a big flavor.
Yeah.
I eat it without it all the time.
Yeah, it still has flavor.
Pam, again, I need you to take this test for me, sweetie, honey.
Only if you take it.
I have. And let's just say I passed with flying colors.
She's got a high score. She's on the leaderboards.
I had tofu and a salad once, and I almost threw up. Hated the texture. What are you, like 12? Are you a kid?
On top of 100.
Mwah! Mwah! Okay.
It smells like paper is fucking funny. Everything makes sense now. This explains a lot. The timing on this one. Okay, I'm trying this because some people were saying that she was like throwing pot shots at like a bunch of phase girls, and like Pippa was named sometimes, but like, I mean, she raided into Pippa, so obviously not. Okay, somebody's tilted. To address the barbarians in chat, when you fry it, that itself gives tofu a flavor and texture. Heat and oil changes things. Do not diss tofu. Yeah, but do you like salt it and pepper it or something? Tofu in my burnt cooking. Reminder, when Clara raided in, she didn't acknowledge who it was. She never does that. Funny, since that Thunder Girl buried the company in the most legally spiteful way she could. Rebozo, you crazy woman. Wait, but the clip is literally about her acknowledging the raid. That's literally the clip. Wait. What was that comment again? What are you talking about? She literally did? Okay, at least one person's pushing back on this delusion. She just took a bit longer to mention the raid. It happened a few other times as well. This is fortunately or unfortunately, whichever way you look at it, misinformation. Wait, full box! That's one of ours! Let's go! Let's go! Alright, we got somebody with a brain. And it's a community member, of course. Maybe they meant Pippa didn't instantly acknowledge it. No, that's exactly what they mean. Yeah, they mean Pippa didn't acknowledge it. She unfortunately did, just not immediately. Oh, this person's not happy about it. She did, just not immediately, and she kind of trailed off after someone brought up the graduation. Oh my god, Cinder dog flashback. Cinder didn't say the raid fast enough. Oh, stop. Stop, I'm getting Vietnam War flashbacks. Okay, there's another clip. Yeah, we need that dog meme. You know the meme of the dog where somebody is showing him like a cupcake and he's getting all these Vietnam War flashbacks? Pippa also welcomed Jelly with an akasupa. Yeah, she did. When she, I mean, Pippa just supports everybody. She welcomed back Clara with an akasupa and Jelly. So Lumi has a clip, and I think Kazahana also covered this. Lumi is tired of the Twitter fans, quote unquote. Lemon women.
Hi.
it's me, Lumi. Okay, yay! The next face part, tell Fish to stop being difficult about it. What? How's he being difficult about it? Fish sacked it? Fish didn't do anything about it. I just don't use it so much. Because it has the old rigging. Guys, why do you just make shit up in your head?
Yeah, so like what she's clarifying here is that somebody were just saying people were just saying stuff that she wasn't using a model because she didn't have the rights for it. So she's clarifying this.
Because it has the old rigging. Guys, why do you just make shit up in your head? Since she's got full ownership, it's complicated. What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
See, she's annoyed at the same thing I'm getting annoyed at. I don't like when people just make shit up.
I'm confusing new people as a trait. Please don't confuse new people as a trait about my boss, okay? Don't do that. Don't do that about my boss, because then, like, whenever anything happens, they go, they're gonna graduate and leave phase. No one's leaving phase. We really like phase, okay? Please don't do that about my boss.
Well, except Clara.
You can spread information about me that's wrong. Don't do the stuff about Sakana. It's so fucking frustrating seeing people go, face black cut. Like, it's so fucking annoying. He's probably one of the best bosses you could ask for in VTubing. So don't shit talk Sakana, please. There's no issues with rights. I only got the Neon beat all model after I joined FaZe. So it's technically it's been my entire tenure. So there's nothing like that. I just don't use it because the rigging is old. And I don't know if I can update it because I don't have the source files anymore. A lot of FaZe quote-unquote fans seem to not like the company or Sakana. It could be Twitter grifters though. It's just because they don't like companies. I don't know why people villainize companies so hard. I feel like it's been enough time. Like, people
Wait, that is true. There's a lot of people that just simply don't like any companies. But I'm a capitalist, so I think for me it's a case by case scenario. I don't think that like all companies are bad, just like I don't think that all companies are good. I think well, I think one day we'll fund Even Star Corps and we're gonna take over the world with it. So we'll definitely be the bad kind of company. But on the bright side, we won't be a black VTuber agency. But yeah, I do also I think that there's just some people that just like hate all corpos. It's kind of like the, you know, the Tectone take. You remember back then when Hololive had a graduation and VShojo, they're just like, oh, VTuber. There's like a big segment of people that believe that like all VTuber companies are basically just modern LLMs. And back then, LLMs were like the big scandal on the YouTube side. How much difference rigging would make? Kind of hard to grasp since I've never seen it done. What do you mean, her old rigging? I don't know how old it was. But like for my old model, the rigging was fucking old. MLMs, not LLMs. Yes, I meant MLMs. I'm sorry. Multi-level marketing. I can never get like acronyms well at all. Like, am I dyslexic? Like, is this a problem that I'm just like realizing now because I started streaming? Because I just never get those words right. Oh, Bad Company mentioned. In real life, Remo was a fan of classic niche. I hope my editor can like copy paste me saying MLMs when he's gonna cut that VOD onto where I said LLM. Yeah, that's a good point. People focus so much on bad companies that they don't focus on bad practices, which is what people actually need to recognize. That's a good way to say it. Thank you, Stealth Simon. No, editor, keep it in. No, they're just gonna be confused.
Villainize companies so hard. I don't know. There's a lot of people who like to like blame companies for everything, but they don't like. I don't know.
Wait. So if you like hate all companies, are you just like a commie, or is that like something completely different?
If people realize that VTuber companies are like not that there's no corporate structure in them. So VTuber companies are built by both talents and the CEOs. Most CEOs are very involved with whatever talent decisions are. It's a group effort, and no decision gets put through without almost every talent speaking on it at least once. Every talent has say, okay? In VTuber companies, because they are not like big companies, you know, it's literally like all the talents come together, we all talk, the CEO is there, all the staff is there, we all talk in a group. And we all have consensus, okay? Unless
that's interesting. She's saying that like everybody talks to each other in the company and they all have consent. I don't think she's referring to people who actually hate all companies. I think she's referring to VTubers who has strong distrust of VTuber corpos. Yeah. I mean, I did specify that after. No, it's like this premise that like all VTuber corpos are bad. I do think that the VShojo implosion had a lot to do with that, and you know, all the small VTuber companies that have been imploding also have something to do with that. There's a very large VTuber company like distrust feeling that has lodged itself into the conscious like mind. But I mean, Vishojo was like a particular kind of fuck up.
it's Hololive, it's not gonna be like your corporate whatever fantasy. And so whenever corporates die, and many have, everyone is sad. That's a lot of girls' homes. Companies have died, like Tsunderia has died, CyberLive has died, Kawaii has died. Those companies were like home for a lot of girls. And when the companies die, for some reason, quote unquote fans go, yeah, fuck that company. It was so bad. The CEO made it awful. But the girls loved being there because that was home for them, okay? FaZe is home for us. So when people go, fuck that, fuck Sakana, it's like, this is where we live. We built this together. We don't want it to die. Because I put my heart into doing this stuff, and so did everyone else. Nobody's and if you want,
she got a lot of shit on Twitter too for telling some people to calm down or something. We built this city. Yeah, I think it's reminded me a little bit of the Niji Sanji era, where people were going, like, you know, there was some talents that were clearly unhappy at Niji, for example, but then people were taking it too far and going into like other talents who like had nothing to do with all of the drama, were not like implicated at all, and they'd be like, you know, you should leave the company, yada yada yada. And it was disrupting to their activities. And of course, if you want to stay in the company, this kind of behavior is disruptive.
to leave, you can literally leave. It's like literally a month notice, okay? It's really not that bad. If you want to leave, you can leave. Nobody's gonna stop you. This, like, if you want to stay, like, we stay because we like it here. I don't know why people always forget that. Like, leaving a company as a VTuber is very different from leaving a company as, like, a corporate drone. I've worked those jobs too. And, like, yeah, you don't really feel bad leaving, like, a big company with 400 employees or something. It's like 30 seconds.
Like, I think going on posts that have nothing to do with the topic, bringing it up, going in people's live stream to bring it up are all things that are like really disruptive. It's kind of like when, if somebody does like a celebratory post or post about a collab or post about like a Valentine's Day collab, and then people like go and roast the post like about something that has nothing to do with it. Just like when for example, we're watching VTuber clips and somebody comes in to try to bring in a drama that has nothing to do with it. It's disruptive. You don't do that. It's like natural disasters. People easily forget calm weather, but every quake and thunderstorm they will remember for a year. That is very true, Halruff. Yeah, no, well said.
People, and we talk on a daily basis. So it's very frustrating. It's so frustrating. Like the weird Twitter mob is so Shoujo last year. I'm sure lots of people were heartbroken, and they can be like, yeah, it was bad, and like things happen, but still, it's gonna be sad. You're gonna be sad for a while. It doesn't matter how bad it is. You lived there for a bit. Moving on doesn't feel good. Okay, it never feels good. So don't make fun of Sakana like that. He tries really hard.
I think people are people need to remember that Lumia originally debuted in Cyber Live, and Cyber Live was a mess. It probably seems great to her in comparison. We should have fucked up the image of VTuber corporals. It will take years for the average enthusiast to stop suspecting management malfeasance, and by the time, there'll probably be some other scandal. Churro! Churro, churro! Creators have control of what they want to do with their channel, but others want to dictate certain things. It's certainly not a good thing if you let the audience moderate your community for you. You never want to do that. You want to take back control. But it shouldn't be. It should never go to this point in the first place. I've given up at this point. I just find it funny. Honestly, it's funny how all of this could have been avoided if they just didn't do anything. Well, yeah. I can't imagine how many people would leap for the chance to be at some crossroad where the clearly visible best response is don't do anything. The term is called audience capture. Yeah, audience capture is when that's like when the creator just feels like they can never disagree with the audience. Ooh, Dukes, thank you for 100 bits. It feels like you can never you surround yourself with an echo chamber, and you kind of get your stream gets taken over by your audience pretty much. It's kind of what happened with Brad Taste in Music. Do you guys remember that? He was the guy that criticized Mori Calliope in a lot of videos. He was this music reviewer, and his fan base turned on him. Like his, I think his mod released a Google Doc on him or some shit. He's really a good example. No, he is. He really is. Especially his drama with H3H3. Yeah. But you guys don't remember? I criticized him in one of my Mori video. I mean, it was a long time ago. He took a photo with the H3H3 guy, Ethan, and then he posted it on social media, and he was like, oh, this is like somebody I look up to, and his fan base totally turned on him, and he completely cucked out. He like had an apology, and it was a bunch of things. Oh yeah, there was an abuse allegation with his girlfriend too. I actually was in Brad's community before I was a VTuber. It was because of your Mori video that I mentioned him, by the way, that I became a VTuber. Thanks, Rima. Hey, you're welcome. Welcome to the rabbit hole. What's wrong with Ethan? Well, I think his fan base was mad at him because something, I don't know, Israel maybe? I don't know, something political. No, I haven't showed the bottom allegations yet. I'm getting there. There's also another graduation that happened today. Mythos. And Kloto's graduating. With deep, heavy heart to announce that Kloto will be graduating from Mythos. Everyone at Mythos wishes her nothing but the very best in all of her future endeavors. We fully respect and support her decision. Kloto debuted back in 2024 and has contributed so much creativity to Mythos. Her passion and drive helped her shape the Mythos community. What it is today, we are so thankful for everything she has shared with us throughout her time here. Her farewell stream will conclude on March 12th. Any merch under the Kloto brand will no longer be available. Oh, we forgot to watch that interview of Face Connect, by the way. It's the protocol for when a talent graduates. I kind of do want to check that because everybody's saying something different and it's annoying me.
What is the protocol if a talent graduates?
The talent graduates,
Oh.
we delete everything.
Okay.
It sounds like a joke when he says it like that.
Okay. Okay.
No, I mean it's like it may look bad or everything, but like if you look at the talent contract, right?
Mhm.
It's a fair sort of exchange of benefits and responsibilities, right? So if a talent graduates,
They're so
part
cute.
of us deleting everything is also our commitment to not take advantage of the work that the talent has already put in going forward, right? So a healthy contract is if the contract is being terminated, then both sides have a lot to lose. That's why it's in the mutual interest of both parties to try to work out the situation so that this mutually beneficial relationship can continue. So when that relationship is no longer possible, then both sides take that responsibility, right? It would be more unfair, I think, if, let's say, for example, Sheena graduates, right? She no longer has anything to do with Sheena or any type of her earnings, right? Yet I'm over here still monetizing on Sheena's character, selling merch and whatever. That's not fair, right? So if I'm allowed to do that, then whenever Sheena doesn't do anything I'm happy with, then I can just say, hey, okay, Sheena, you're gone. I'm just going to make money off of your art afterwards. That's not a fair conversation, right? The fair conversation should be if, the relationship is terminated, then we both lose out on all these things. So we want to work it out.
Yeah, what's your take on like the archive people then? Like why do
Yeah.
you not archive it but you let other people archive it instead?
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
will you do takedowns?
They can archive it, right? I'm not going to do any takedowns unless they try to monetize it, because then it's not fair for the business, for the talent, for anybody, right?
I see.
I see.
I see. Yeah, we haven't had any graduations, so
Yeah.
I think everybody is curious about this one. Yeah.
Oh no! But the two girls are so cute. You own the IP, does it really matter? You don't have to voice the person and can't make the new content anyway. Yeah, I guess not. I mean, unless you're Niji Sanji and you're that girl that that disappeared for like 3 years and they're still releasing merch about her. I don't know. I don't know what's the point of holding on to the IP. I guess that's what that's why I'm happy that Globy ended up just selling the IPs to the girl for pretty cheap. So, okay, well, we got our answer to this. So basically, if you're not face citizens, your content it gets wiped. There's no option to just like keep it. Which girl disappeared and they're still selling merch of? I have a video on it on my channel. Her name is Roa. She's like this red-haired girl. Yuzuki Roa. Yeah. Yeah. They said in the graduate that they'd be wiping the channel, didn't they? Yes. I can't remember the I said yes before actually thinking. I can't remember the graduation wording exactly, but I just know that people were writing about it, so I just wanted to at least figure this out, like clearly. So, you know, they can write about other stuff that we don't know about. I think and I don't blame people for speculating, especially when we are kept in the dark about so many things when it comes to VTubers and VTubers company. Of course, people are trying to, you know, you try to outsource your understanding of things by talking to other people or by trying to connect dots that aren't here. Like, I get this. It's a very human feeling. So, like, you know, I won't blame people for it. The only thing that I don't like is people do this thing where the most common answer to something is usually not the one that they would go for. They'd rather go for like the far-fetched answer that has like way less chances and probability of it being real. And to me, it's not logical. And yeah, I think speculating is fine, but it's important, like 50 just wrote in chat, it's important to distinguish between speculation and facts, because a lot of people take speculation as truth and then it spreads, and sometimes it can become harmful too. I feel like there was something else I wanted to say about what Clara said in her video, but like the moment's gone now and feels a bit out of place. So Uma Musume has been adding black NPCs into their game as part of an American expansion. And some people are being upset about it. I think it's such a nothing burger. And in my tweet, let me pull it up. I'm seeing a lot of Japanese people being kind of upset about it, and also they've QRT'd my tweet a lot. Also, there was an Uma Musume movie, by the way. Yeah. Everybody's kind of commenting about the Uma Musume movie. A lot of Japanese people are getting really annoyed that every time something happens, there's like all the Westerners coming to fight about it. And I made a tweet about it where, you know, I try to use like neutral wording when I do these informational tweets. And I thought it was obvious that I thought that one side was obviously being obnoxious and dumb about it, and the other side was just trying to enjoy the game like normal people. But I think the wording that I used was probably too tame, because there's definitely some racism baked in, so I should have used better wording. I feel like it was too neutral, so it's kind of like, you know, as if I guess an example could be me reporting on a murder and calling it an altercation, which wasn't my intention, so I'll be more wary of that in the future. I did get some criticism for it, and I mean, rightfully so, I get it, even though some of the criticism was kind of condescending, which at first I was like, kind of took me aback, but then once I calmed down, I realized it's pretty fair. But my point was that this kind of discussion is so tiring. It's so stupid. And then I started getting also like a lot of racist response into this tweet, which was disgusting. But to take it from the top, this tweet came to my attention. It had like millions of views. It was like, I've never been so glad that Japanese people are bad at English. Right after Cygames made this classy gesture that doesn't directly contribute to revenue, these guys are over here hurling insults at each other, calling their debate opponents idiots, tourists, and insisting that we're the one who's right. The food turns bad is exactly this. The joy at the dinner table isn't just supported by the plates, but by the guests' attitude too. I was like, wow, that's such a beautiful line. That guy cooked when he said that. And then he was QRTing this post, and Umalis here is saying, this is so funny because how do you get both points you were trying to make wrong in one go? And there's this tweet saying, how about no fucking up Japanese things with your racial insecurity? And then somebody saying, someone please turn them into Uma doll group. And then she responds to that person saying, I'm a white woman and this is official content. I did not make this. Cygames did. Because usually with this kind of discourse, people are upset because, you know, fan artists or like blackwashing characters or whatever. And then, but this is Cygames who did it. This is the developer who did it. So what's the problem is kind of what she's saying here. And then the Japanese person also added, isn't it kind of like whatever, it's not a big deal, right? There are already nearly 700 non-playable mob in Uma Musume to begin with, and since the stage is in America, adding about 20 black characters makes it 20 out of 720. So what's the issue with that? Fans who pay attention to the fine details or mob Uma Musume enthusiasts would probably be thrilled, no? No, I think most people are totally okay with this change. It's like a loud minority that's crying about it. But also like... okay, just like, they're being annoying about it. We're clear about it. There's racism baked in this. Okay, that's for sure. But then the problem is that the Japanese people are saying what bothers them is that one person jumps in to correct the people that are crying about it, and then the other person jumps in to correct that person, and then the other person comes in and starts fighting about it, and then they're just like standing there and being like, we can't even enjoy this in peace anymore. And it's not that both sides are equally at fault, right? Clearly, there's one side that's just like, oh, cute idol girls, and the other are like, no, we don't want these monkeys in our video games. They're saying all these kinds of awful shit. But the argument is bothersome. You know what I mean? Adding the mandatory diversity to follow the Japanese trend towards DEI, like from many Eastern production, they are not important characters, just again black instrumentalized for the woke representation. But this person is definitely against it. Believe it's part of a DEI thing. I don't think Japan cares about DEI and whatever that shit is, and our Western politics. Like, I really don't. I don't think they give a shit. As the JP guy put it, it makes the food go bad. Exactly. It's also tiresome, yes. JP players be like, let me enjoy my horse girls in peace. Obviously, a lot of, like, you know, American people also feel that way about it too. Sonny would disagree. I don't know about that. I'm not familiar enough with that. But in this particular case, I really think it's a nothing burger. And it's silly. And after doing this tweet, I saw some worse stuff. So that kind of like cemented my opinion on this. I was like, okay, this is going way too far. Going way too far. Are you guys ready to be the most shocked you've been all night? I mean, this is also just like mobs, right? They're like NPCs. They're not even playable characters. All right, so this is the story that's blowing up today. Shibuya Kaho has tweeted about it. I don't know if you guys remember her. She's the one that called out Miskiff when he was hanging from these sakura trees. She's been very vocal about Japanese stuff. Did she also make a post during the Vishoujo thing? Or am I misremembering? So, she tweets, devastating news for Manga fan. It's now officially confirmed, after 3 days of speculation going viral on X, that this manga artist got ruled for doing horrendous things to his then underage student. What's worse, it looks like the major publisher, Shogakukan, kept the secret for 6 years. Even hired him under a different pen name as author for a new show. This mangaka, Shoichi Yamato, essayed a high schooler he taught part-time because this mangaka was also being a teacher in an art school. He made her eat feces and smeared them on her face too. Disgusting. She was 15 when it started. He got arrested in 2020 and his comic, Daten Sakuzen, stopped with little explanation. In the following year, his editor allegedly advised for the settlement, offering the victim 1.5 million yen, which is roughly $9,600. Basically nothing for everything that she's endured. To stay quiet, which of course they failed. In 2022, the artist was brought back as Hajime Ichiro to write a story for their new series. So the artist was brought back by that publishing group under another pen name to write more stories. And like that editor knew, right? Because he advised him to go for the settlement. As in there, it's the same editor. The publisher made a statement only in their app, Manga 1 so far, the exclusive platform for his work, but many already deleted the apps, included myself. Manga 1 apparently is a very big manga app. I think I've looked. I have a lot of articles and stuff, but I don't want to like lose you guys. But there was a pretty good summary here on Reddit. So basically, mangaka Choichi Yamato, previous author of Daiten Sakuzen up until recently, author of Jujin Kamen, was also at one point a teacher in an art high school during Daiten Sakuzen, and was arrested for the abuse of his 15-year-old student. Apparently, in 2016, he used his manga as a pretext to approach her, saying he would show her or teach her about the manga. Yes, it's that Shibuya Kao. Yeah, her. Yeah, bro, this is taking separating art from the artist way too far. They rehired him. They rehired him and they basically hid it. Like, they knew. They knew this was cause a scandal because they made him write for them under another pen name. Like, it's worse. And then, sensitivity warning. This part is really deplorable, disgusting. Some of the most extreme things he did included smearing feces on her face or forcing her to eat it as punishment, writing stuff like slave, pet, teachers, and property on her body in permanent markers and taking pictures, forcing her to strip naked outdoors and have her wear toys in public with the writing on, possibly, having her send nudes or obscene images to him with her cell phone. It's ugh. Even after she graduated in March 2019, he continued to demand pictures, and she claims it led to her developing severe PTSD and dissociative identity disorder. People are upset with Manga 1 because the news broke out that they rehired Yamamoto knowing this. They initially stopped Daiten Sakuzen with almost no explanation to the public when he got arrested. Allegedly, in 2021, an editor joined a group chat with the victim and Yamamoto. That editor that works at what is it called? Shogakukan. They joined a group chat together. Allegedly, in sorry, I read that part, and he advised a settlement of around 9,600 USD dollars to keep things quiet. Then, in 2022, that editor brought Yamamoto back under the pen name Hajime Ichiro to write Jujin Kamen. On February 20, 2026, so 8 days ago, the Sapporo District Court ordered Yamamoto to pay 11 million yen, which is about 73,000 USD in damages. There's no mentions of like jail time though. A few hours ago, February 27, 2026, the Manga 1 editorial team finally broke their silence and announced that they suspected all distribution of Yamamoto's work and halted shipments of his printed volumes. They say he should not have been rehired and offered sincere apologies to the victim, the readers, and Eri Tsuruyoshi, the artist who was working on Jujin Kamen, which is getting cancelled, with Yamamoto. Shogakukan claims that there were failures in vetting and hiring. Well, you don't say. The editorial team claims they had no organizational intent to be involved in the settlement and that the editor only joined the chat to advise them to appoint lawyers. Like, oh, what the fuck, dude? There's like an article on it. I wonder if they mentioned jail time. Damages totaling 20 million yen. Yeah. She's in her 20s now. Yeah, there's no like jail time mention. Presiding Judge Moriyama Osamu criticized the teacher, saying the man was older than the student in the teacher relationship. The teacher took advantage of the student's immature judgment and made him respond to his sexual desires. The plaintiff was a woman who was a student at the Hokkaido Arts High School Sapporo Satellite Campus, a correspondence course run by Kyokan Gakuen, and filed the lawsuit in 2022. According to the ruling, the woman took the man's classes, and during her first year, he groped her in a car. She was then forced to engage in sexual act at the hotels and other places. Ew. Frequently before graduating, developed PTSD after graduation. The man maintained that they were in a serious relationship and denied any casual relationship between the sexual acts and his PTSD. And her PTSD. The pronouns are inversed in the translation. The ruling stated it is recognized that the sexual acts cause PTSD and that they could cause physical and mental harm. Well, you don't say. The ruling also found that the relationship to be illegal, stating while the decision to engage in sexual act is a woman's responsibility and free decision, she was a minor at the time, cannot be said to have had sufficient capacity to make decisions. On the other hand, the company denied the corporation liability as an employer, stating that the man's illegal acts were committed at a time and place unrelated to the classes and are not closely related to the corporation's business. At a press conference, the woman said, "I want all teachers to understand that it's wrong to lay hand on someone. I wanted a sincere apology." Her attorney said the mental damage that will continue to the future was assessed and reiterated his criticism, saying, although employer's liability was not recognized, the school had not given any guidance to the teacher who committed the crime. Do they mean, by guidance, do they mean like punishment? Like sanction? The man's attorney indicated his intention to appeal, saying the court appears to have a different impression from the evidence we submitted. We would like to seek a new ruling. So they want to appeal that. That's a horrifying crime. But following this, a lot of very popular mangakas are speaking up. The situation is blowing up right now because Shogakukan is a very popular publishing group. They publish like big titles. Like they've been around since like the 70s. You know, they have Inuyasha, Freer, and Pokemon series, a bunch of things. The One Punch Man author even made a statement. And also the author of Mob Psycho 100. Mob Psycho 100 was published by Shogakukan, so I think that's why he's saying he's making this statement. He's saying, Manga 1. I can't team up with people who can't clearly state their strong condemnation of sexual harm against minors. That's a given. Waiting for the disclosure of circumstances by the relevant parties, I also want Shogakukan to support them if they take that action. Shogakukan and Shueisha would be the two big giants in comics industry, yes. Oh. Yeah, it's done by the same guy, One Punch Man and Mob Psycho 100, but from my understanding, Mob Psycho 100 was published by Shogakukan, which is why he made this statement. Like he's condemning them for rehiring the guy. He's publicly denouncing the company. A lot of mangakas are also removing their works from the Manga 1 app. Apparently even the artist for the series, like the PDF guy, was working with. Because, you know, he was a writer, but he was paired up with an illustrator. He didn't know about it either, apparently. And then there's also another mangaka. I don't know this manga. It's called After God. Inosumi says she's putting her series on hold and calling out editors at Manga 1, Shukakugan, who covered up the crimes of Kazuaki Kurita, who sexually groomed and raped a 15-year-old girl and multiple other school kids for years. I don't know. I couldn't confirm the multiple other school kids part. This is another article I was supposed to look at, but I haven't had the time to go over it yet. On the afternoon of February 25th, 2026, I informed Editor-in-Chief Hoshino through my editor, Mr. Toyoda, that if the people who tried to cover up Mr. Kurita's crime continue to be involved with Manga 1, it will be impossible to continue the series. So it's been going on for 15 years. Victim 15 enrolled. Kurita contacted the victim, who was 15-year-old at the time, under the pretext of talking about his work. For the next 3 years, he committed crimes once or twice a month. Ugh. Okay. I want to go over this other mangaka statement real quick. This is the author of Witch Hat Atelier. They write, above all, I sincerely hope that the physical and emotional pain of the victim can be alleviated even a little, and that a sincere response is made to their demands. Additionally, I wish for appropriate compensation to be provided to the illustrator who suffered disadvantage as a result of being caught up in secondary harm. So they're talking about the illustrator that was paired with the PDF file, working on a manga with him, not knowing he's that guy. And to the manga creators who voluntarily withdrew their work from distribution. And she's QRTing the Manga 1 statement. Explanation, apology regarding the suspension of ordinary person mask distribution. The victim, what did the victim say? Well, she made her statement in court. This is following the court order. So they couldn't keep it secret anymore once that came through. Also, the One Punch Man manga author made another follow-up statement. He said, saying it's a given was my personal opinion. If my statement has caused any stress to the writers who are currently serializing their work, so like, you know, he doesn't want to cause stress to the people that are staying on Manga 1. I am truly sorry. I believe that conformity pressure should never exist. I don't think there's any reason for unrelated individual writers to be asked for their opinions. Because now I guess he's trying to calm down the cancel mob to go after like other writers and to ask them their opinion on this. And are you gonna remove your work from that place? Maybe they really need to stay on Manga 1 for XYZ reason. But he certainly doesn't want to have anything to do with that. Also, they're like, the publishing company said that they're going to start like an investigation But they're basically gonna investigate themselves. They're doing the thing where they're investigating themselves to see if there was any wrongdoing. And when has those kind of investigation ever panned out? Yeah, it could be that they're very tight on money or caught in an ironclad contract. It could be many reasons. Murata, the OPM artist, also reposts one's tweet. Oh, really? Beast. Yeah, like Niji, like Blizzard, like so many others. We have investigated ourselves and found no signs of wrongdoing. This is a massive scandal. Yeah. And I'm sure there's gonna be more manga artists speaking out like over the day. As for me, I am finally beating my bottom allegations because of this fan art from Centuri-chan, who put me on top. Looks like we fell. We fell during a raid mechanic probably or something. It's very unfortunate. The image was upside down. It's really not. Listen, the people have spoken. The matter is closed. I just give off those chat energies. What can I say, chat? I'm alpha. I've investigated myself on no evidence that the bottom allegations are true. Exactly! I did not pay them to put me on top. Century-chan did this on herself, by herself. A bottom will get on top and ask nicely enough. All this has shown me that they are even bigger. Shut up. Shut up. I only fought on bottom. I'm blocking this guy. Listen, chat, if you guys want some rizzing advice, come to me, okay? I'm the Rizzler. It's been decided. It's been decided, okay? No? Listen, I can now cook. I can rizz. Even Allegraza's wife said that I had game. That's a loaded question, Aquaric. I will not. No, I refuse to answer it. If I speak, I'm in very big trouble. But my plan out. Let's listen, chat. Listen, chat. Now we gotta act cool, though. Step 2 of the plan is act cool, chat. Gotta act aloof, okay? Gotta play hard to get a little bit. For at least like 2 hours. I think that's a reasonable set of time. Guys, don't believe her lie. Anyone who denies their status, even more bottom energy. Also, I'm not sorry for making the shirt about you, Lamau. You scoundrel. You don't think this works? I don't know. I guess we'll see about that. But anyway, like, honestly, if you guys ever want some Riz advice or some flirting advice, come to me. I might even start like a class or something. I could sell courses. I've always been a guru. I've always wanted to be like some kind of lifestyle guru. I think it would suit me. Bottoms up does not mean... Listen, me saying bottoms up when I drink alcohol does not mean that I'm a bottom. She will tell you to burn water. I mean, that's kind of magic. You can sell Bitcoin along with it. Yeah, exactly. Hey, I cooked the other day and nothing happened. Okay, you guys don't know anything. You guys don't know anything. You're just Debbie Downers. Oh, by the way, she's... Where is it? I think she's doing my future ex-wife is doing a stream right now, actually. I lost my job. It's like a meme stream. Pretty based. With the McDonald meme. Stuff is supposed to happen when you cook, though. Well, exactly. I made stuff happen. I made water burned, the fire alarm went off, and I made food a couple of times. Bro, I've never paid for a Centuri-chan art. I don't know why you guys keep repeating that. Rima's cooking. It's not that bad. I posted a photo yesterday. A lot of you are posting pretty good photo in the food porn channel. Release the bottom files, Rima? No. No. True, I'll just find somebody who cooks for me, fuck it. Wait, really? In Japanese comics, there's a trope called Dokuryori Rima. Poisonous cooking, it's a moe attribute. Oh, I'm very moe, I like that. Is that actually a trope? Wait, that's so interesting. It makes a character look cute when they cook poisonous cooking? Are you for real? Yeah, that's like Uzagi from Sailor Moon and Akane from Ranma. But I've watched all the Sailor Moon episodes, I don't remember that. You're not Moe, you're Mo from The Simpsons. You like Shion from Tensura Nikki? I don't know Shion. Mamoru still eats it? Aw, that's so cute! Very cute. You know, when they cook the food, it's purple and it has skull clouds over it. Yeah, Pluto is graduating from Mythos, yeah. Oh, that's so cute. It's like the gorgeous, perfect girl just can't cook, so her boyfriend always pretends it's tasty, but it's dying inside. That's like when Aragorn tasted Eowyn's cooking and he like almost spit it out. You should watch Gachikura. Bro, I watched Gachikura. What do you mean? There's none of that trope there. Can we ban that Carl H50 guy? He keeps spamming. Have you guys planned anything together after? No, dude. I'm getting yapper's regret. This is the cycle, you know, when you open up too much and then you get embarrassed about it. So I'm trying to play it cool. I'm trying to play it cool, chat. Fuck. Yesterday I was like watching a movie. Oh yeah, I was watching a movie about Shakespeare, Henry V. And it was like with all the Shakespearean quotes. And I kept having to pause the movie to like read the spark notes about it because I was like, I don't understand what the fuck's going on. And at one point, I think I don't know what happened. Like the movie ended, then another short movie queued up. It was like this short animation from the 1960s. It was so funny. It made me think of you guys. Do I find it? It's like this guy with a lot of social anxiety that wants to go into a bank to open a bank account. And everything goes wrong. Everything goes wrong. It's like the simple act of opening a bank account goes wrong because he's got so much social anxiety he doesn't want to do it. I'm like, oh my god, it's like Twitch chat. There are examples of VTubers who eat weird things, stuff like mold sand, spoiled rice, raw chicken. Yeah, but on purpose or not on purpose? Because actually I accidentally ate moldy bread like 2 days ago. But it wasn't on purpose. It wasn't on purpose, okay, chat? So don't freak out. It just, I don't know. My dad brought me these bread. They like didn't last long. I've only had them for a week and they were already like moldy. Don't die to food poisoning. Honestly, I think it's because, like, my dad always shopped at Costco and always bought too much food. And he's, like, too used to, like, keeping food around that's already spoiling. I also think that's why I never get sick. I think I've just eaten too much spoiled food inadvertently throughout my life. And now I've got, like, this insane immune system. Oh, bread usually only lasts a week, Rima? Even if you put them in the bread box? Yeah, anyway, my microwave also died. I put one on throne. If anybody, listen, I'm just putting it out there. If anybody wants to be really generous.
おさんにコメントをタイムアウトしてないしてないタイムアウトにしてないあれ待って本当にされたコーデはしてないからね太った別に太ったってコメントでさそんなタイムアウトにするわけないじゃん YouTube が怒ったあ、コロさんに太ったって言ったなってタイムアウトになっちゃえタイムアウトになっちゃえって言ったね。タイムアウトってどうやってあんのこれ。これタイムアウトにしたらどうなるのこれ。
She doesn't even know how to time out somebody.
マジで聞いていいこれさ、これさ、タイムアウト多分したことないから。誰かしてみていいこれ誰かしてみていいちょっと、我こそはタイムアウト、いいですぞって人いるちょっと。10分発言できない。あ、10分だけだったら、いいってことねえ、我こそは多くないちょっと。いいのそれやっても。
Everybody wants to
じゃあ
get
メ
bonked.
ンバーさんにしてみる。じゃあトムさんごめん。トムさん一回タイムアウトしてみるね。じゃあ10秒ですら10秒。あ、選べるこれ !10 秒、1分、5分、10分、30分、24時間だから、じゃあ10秒でやってみるね。あ、トムさん10秒のタイムアウトを受けました。1分欲しい。なんやそれ。帰ってきたかな ?10 秒だからね。お帰り。帰ってきた何の実験これ大丈夫そうだよね。帰ってきて、よかったよかった俺もタイムアウトして、何タイムアウトされたいのHBD。ねえ、先走り HBD やめて。コーネが言うから。HBD!
Dude, she's so cute when she speaks English.
と求める声多すぎでしょ、ちょっと。異常だよね。羨ましいとか。いや、もう狂気なんだけどみんな。コロニスキー怖いわ。タイムアウトはご褒美。いや、でもさ、タイムアウトにするってことはさ、そのコメントを、この、クリックして、タイムアウトにするっていうことをやるから、結構二人っきりの時間だよね、それって。そのコメントとさ、結構向き合ってるってことになるから、そりゃ羨ましいかもね。なんやねん、それ。おかしいやろ。普通におかしいダメだよ、みんな。タイムアウトして、じゃないよ。やめなさい。どうすんのコーネがこれでも、間違えて24時間タイムアウトにしちゃったとか言ったらもう今日ずっとできないよ、コメント。でもありがとう。初めてタイムアウトした。こんな感じなんだね。一日一人タイムアウト。やばいでしょ。ねえ、それ変なさ、性癖やめて。
They wanna be
も
punished.
う、コーネ何
Her chats are all like M's.
してんのって言われちゃうから、運営さんにもさ。何よ、そんな、なんかファンサで。
I think Akoric is trying to get timed out with these little comments.
タイムアウトしてるんですかってなっちゃうからね。はい、今日のタイムアウトタイムタイムアウトタイム合ってる？タイムアウト。タイムアウトタイムじゃないよ。タイムアウトだい。なんでタイムアウトにされて金払ってんだよ。おかしいでしょ、みんな。もう狂ってる。おかしい、もうみんな、今ね、多分ね、みんな寝てないから、もうちょっと頭おかしくなってる。一回寝ましょう、みんなでね。一回寝ましょう。選ばれし者。寝るよ、みんなもう。はいはいはい。お布団入るよ。はい、ダメ。もうみんな今日もうダメ。もう終わり。はーい。Hey guys! Today's streaming is over! Thank you for watching today! ありがとね Thank you!
Wait, who's the person next to her on the bed? Male on stream? Hello?
ほれ、コメント欄でニャーニャー泣いてみなされ。コメント欄に、ニャーニャーニャーニャー。ニャーニャー泣いておる。おやおや、キツネだというのに。ということで本日は、ニャンニャンニャンニャン猫の日。今日はですね、10回くらいみんなと戦いまして、今日のルールはですね、負ければ、白髪は、
Cute. Oh
自
my
分
god,
が
she's so
猫になる
cute!
にゃ。しかーし勝てばキツネ、最後はキツネで終わりたい。ということで、早速ね、お部屋作っていこうと思います。もうね、1回戦目から負けた。
Wait, what is this game?
しかも0点。圧勝。ということで、1回戦目から、白髪は猫にゃ。どうもどうも。白髪は猫にゃ。頑張るにゃ。やってやるにゃ。はい、勝つにゃー。取らないで。はい、上がりにゃー。一回でも上がりにゃー。おしまいにゃー。よっと、これかな。爆速にゃー。これが酒の力にゃー。うちの勝ち。うちの勝ちにゃー。ナイスだ。どうだ。
Hanafuda? That's like a Hololive game, it seems.
よっしゃーこれが花札ですよということで、本日の戦いは、7勝3敗ということで、白神の大勝利
Wait, what do you mean the coronating is a real quote?
その代わり、スコンブが、じゃあ猫ということですかね。ほら、ニャーニャー泣いてみるがよろしいですよ。これ、コメント欄でニャーニャー泣いてみなされ。コメント欄に、ニャーニャーニャーニャーニャーニャー泣いておる。おやおや、キツネだというのに。あらあらあら。なんて、キツネとしての尊厳はどこ行ったのか。あらあら。
Wait, Corone said that? Oh, I thought Aquaric was making fun of me for burning water. Oh, water in the fire was from Mario English only. Oh, I thought Aquaric was trying to flame me. My bad.
ほな行くか
チョコ先生、やばい本当に。なんかね、最近断るごとになんか常にチョコ先生といたから、なんかモルディブ旅行でチョコ先生がいないのが不思議だった、僕の中で。ね、マジで会いすぎてたから、本当に。5日に1回か2回はめっちゃ会うぐらいには会ってたから、本当に。なんか常に一緒にいたな。うん。なんかスーとも結構ずっと一緒にいたんだけど、もう旅行でも会わなくなっちゃってたから、でも今度会うけどまた、そう会いすぎてるのに会ってないみたいなけどスー寂しがってた？なんかさ、なんかツイッターで見たんだよね。ね、スー寂しがって、かわいい
Aww, cute.
スー寂しがってんだ。ふーん。今度暇っていきなり誘ってみよう。今暇って。うん。会えてなくて寂しい。かわいい。お子様バッテリーって言って会わないとな。
Alright, I'll watch that clip. Water in the fire? Okay. But do you guys want the animation? Got 5.2 million views.
In the fire. Water in the fire. Why? Water in the fire. Why? Not to understand.
Oh my god. Wait, I want to see the original one now too. What the? I need a context.
Water in the fire. Why?
Oh!
Water in the fire. Why? Not to understand.
Oh! Bro, little Mario is so chopped.
Not to understand.
No, she's right.
Water in the fire in the water. Water. Very hot water. Water.
He's so cute. Prima is biased against Italian bros. That's little Mario before he got a mushroom. He's chopped, bro. That's just a fact.
僕は
本日はご覧の情報をお届けしてまいりました。
嘘でしょ、まだだよね。最後でしょ、最後になんかあるでしょ。
最後にもう一つ。
だよね。
こちらの映像をご覧いただいて発表は終わりとなります。
だと思いました、宇都
あり
宮さん。
がとうございました。
分かってるよ、宇都宮さん。最後に新作なんでしょ。分かってるよ、その微笑み。これ新作
Is this a new Pokemon game?
中？あれ？ん？
Espion and Umbreon. Oh. Slow
こ
bro.
れ確定演出？今までの今振り返ってるって感じ？で最後に新たな世界観を見せてくれるということ？あらピカチュウかわいいね。
Oh, it's so
映画の
cute.
ピカチュウみたいや、ふさふさで。
Yeah, it does.
海？
Oh, a new ocean world, maybe? Who is that?
え、ちょっとどういうことどういうことどういうこと？
They look so silly.
どういうことだ？どういうことだ？
What is this? Like boomer Pikachu parents?
似てるピカチュウみたいな感じになってるけど、どういうこと？ピカチュウのお父さんお母さん？リア充ピカチュウ来た。
That's like French Canadian attires when they go to Florida during winter.
リア充ピカチュウ来たけど、どういうことだこれ？どういう
Yeah,
ことだ？
Normie Pikachu.
どういうこと？
Is that it?
これ新作？来た？今度はなんか海みたいなところ、リゾート地みたいなこと？
Oh, maybe.
来たんじゃ
Oh,
ないの？
it is.
来たんじゃないの？
It's like a water park.
すごい大海原。
Makes me want to play Pokemon.
うわ、これワンチャン風と海あるかもしれない。スカーレット・バイオレット系だわ。これポケットモンスター風と海や。みんなわかった？ペコーラ風と海来た。これサブタイトル風と海確定です。いや、南国と海かもしれない。あ、ごさ
Oh. Oh, the fire one's
待っ
cute.
て待って。
It looks like a dog. It's so cute. Okay, the burp is cute.
この子かい、ポムケンかわいすぎだろ。犬かわいすぎ。ミオリーもまあ
The gecko's not that cute. The gecko's not that cute.
かわいすぎだってこんな。え、見て雲がなんかドラゴンっぽい。
Oh yeah, it does.
風と海来い。風と海来い。いや待って、深海と海。いや違うか。
Oh, can you go underwater?
でも海は絶対入ってんじゃない？内陸と外海みたいな。陸と海。来い来い来い来い来い。
What does it say?
風とシーウェーブ並みか。
Wind and
2027
wave?
来年だ来年。うわクソ楽しみだな。来年だ来年。おい風当たってる
Her
やん。
reaction was so
英語だっ
cute.
たけどウィンドウ。うわ楽し
But I got the I got the wind part right. She's so cute.
い。さすがポケモンさんや。
My god, my stomach just growled really
あ
loud.
今回ポムケンさん選んでいい？ペコラポムケン。でも確かにポムケンワンチャン進化したらちょっとなんかちょっと思った感じでは成長しなそうな気がするな。最初がやっぱ一番可愛かった説になりそうだな。
次はみたいな感じ。おー、モルディブもしかしてもしかする
Maldives?
ポケットモンスターモルディブうわー、御三家だ。御三家来た。ワンワンじゃん。食べろ。いや、さすがにポムケンだろ。さすがにポムケン。
Everybody wants to pick Bonbon.
やばい、今本家のコメント欄にモルディブって感じってあった。やっぱモルディブじゃね？
Oh my god, good morning from Korea. That's
ウィン
crazy.
ド、風だ。ウィンドと何？ウェーブ。風と波か。
I wonder what's the gecko evolutions like. Is the game gonna...
来
Okay, I like the gecko a little more now. He's cute. Like, he's ugly cute, which makes me like him more.
おー待ってかわいいもうこれ犬です炎です炎始まり確定です犬
ご視聴ありがとうございました。
最後なの
Wait, we got a raid? I didn't see who raided. Welcome, raiders.
最後来るぞって言ってるみんな何が来るなんでみんなそんな分かるのそれ来るのが何が来るのあ新作が来るってこと
Hi, Ada! Hope you had a great
ほら
stream.
みんな来るぞ来るぞって言ってるえなんか10世代って何
So cute.
VR? 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 誰クラブ誰まあペカチュウ
I hate these Pikachu outfits so much!
なんか
They're
いたよ
so
なゼニ
bad!
ガメもさサングラスかけた悪い集団いたよねアニメのポケモンでさそれが後々のサトシのゼニガメになったよねこれ何これなんだろう
I mean, at heart, I'm still a Gen 1er, man. Bring back, like, the OG starters. Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. Fuck it. I'd play a game like that. Like a new Pokemon game, but with those starters.
ポケモンスナップではないか
How are they pumping out these Pokemon games, like, year after year after year, by the
主
way?
人公2人いるよ
They always have one ready to go. Oh, Tachula.
すげえリゾートやんなんかさ友達じゃないピカチュウってすっごい反抗的な顔してるよね
And the thing is, like, we keep buying them, we keep playing them.
だよね
Is there gonna be VGC in it?
まあでもこういう感じだからどうだろうなこれ新しい子じゃない
They're so cute though.
ポムケンミオリへえ10世代確定って言ってる新作なんて
Wait, what? Those Pikachus are apparently actual characters according to the website? Like playable characters?
へえかわいいねえクラブかわいいんだね意外と
Hear me out.
きっと
A Pokemon MMORPG with like a player-based system of trading and all that.
スターウィンドウスカイポケットモンスターサンスカイウェー
PvP in the form of
ブウィン
BGC
ドあ風じゃんだってウィンドウってね
exists
本当だ
with multiplayer? Oh, they're listed as plot important? Oh. Maybe it's the Pikachu's parents.
Okay. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Time to think about this logically. 1, 2. One of these two are bombs. One of these three are bombs. And one of these two are bombs. So is that the bomb? Because it's the only one that is overlap. No. 1, 2, 3. It's either one of these two. No. No. I'm stuck! One of these two has to be a bomb, right? But if one of these two... Okay, hold on. Hold on! Everybody, shut up! If one of these two has to be the bomb, that means this one isn't the bomb.
Okay, we're getting somewhere. Oh, hydrate, thank you.
And if one of these two has to be the bomb...
How many bombs is there in
That
this
doesn't help.
game?
One of these two has to be the bomb. Oh my god, my brain. Hold on. Okay, let's just say this is the bomb, right? If that was the bomb, it means this wouldn't be the bomb. If this is not the bomb...
I would be so bad at this game. Hi, Winter. Good morning.
Wait, what? I don't know. I'm confused.
She's like, I'm still alive.
Okay, hold on.
2.
1, 2. I mean, that's free. And that's also free.
Okay.
Okay, we're getting somewhere. All right. 1. That's a bomb. That's a bomb. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, she did it.
Why is this game so hard? Oh my god!
I love their Shakespeare play the other day. It's such a great idea. They do a lot of really creative stuff. It'd be cool to just be a variety streamer, not gonna lie. Oh, a VB clip. Oh, with Anjay.
いやもう緊張がすごく
Oh my
すごく
god, they're gonna be a bi, aren't
ちょ
they?
っと
いやなんかビビも始まる前めっちゃ緊張してて、
はい
もう胸痛いってなってたんですよ。
うん
でもアンジさんの方がなんかビビより緊張してたから逆になんか緊張取れてきましたもん。
何気持ちがファンに寄ってるんだよね。
いやビビそんなね可愛い言ってもらえるようなキャラじゃないんですよ本当に。
いやマジで
そんなことないんだよ。いやでもね今日はね、アンジさん、
はい
ビビのいろんなこと知ってあれなんか思ってたんとちゃうなと思っても話しませんからね。もう捕まえたんですよ。
いやもうそれがもうやばいもう本当にちょっと変な汗止まんなくていやちょっとごめんホロライブの方にこういう感情を感じたのが初めてすぎるからちょっと
Are you fanboying?
それはどうなんホロライブ結構歴史長いで
放送とかに感じなかった感情を今感じてるからちょっとね
マリちゃんね
もういやだからあんまり感じないからそもそもその同業に
ここになんかアンジュさんってめっちゃ、なんか男の人には
Wait, wasn't there jokes about Ange and their little brother? It's a she? Oh, my bad. But she said you're a seducer among the guys, right?
なんか当たり屋って言われてるイメージがあるんですけどなんか女の子に確かになんかわーって言ってるイメージなかった。
いや
他にもいるんですかビビ以外に。コメントでどうなんですか。
いや言ってないてかほんとガチ別
なんか閉じ閉じしてる
違ういやほんといや男の一人とかもあれは視聴者の悪質なデマであっていやそんなことしてないからいや本当に
なんかコメントがあれアンジュガールズはたくさんいる。
いやアンジュガール聞いたことないいやでもそれは本当に
アンジュガールね。
いや嘘あれデマあいつ悪いやつですあれもうあいつは悪いいやもう違うもうこの思いは
下手くそやなたちをごまかすの下手くそやな。
可愛いのこのギュの思いはここにしかないものだから。
Yes, I remember now. Yes, you're right, Kiwasa. Miko's little brother was an Anjay fan, so Anjay wanted to marry him. Yes. Yeah, that was the joke.
から。
うわー、いやなんかクズ男が言いそうな君とあの子の可愛いは違うんだみたいな。
それもよく言うけど、確かにそれもよく言うけど、それも違って本当に違うやつ。ガチのやつ、ガチのやつ。いやもう、いやもうこの好きをね、いや好きっていうか可愛いって、いや ASMR よかった本当に。
そうですよ、 ASMR なんか聞かれてちょっと恥ずかしかったな。なんかね、巷では
Talking about ASMR, have you guys taken a peek at Gigi's ASMR?
も素人とか言われててね、なんか棒読みとか。
素人ものっていうのよくないからやめた方がいいよ。素人ものはいや別に分かんないままでいいけど違うから言い方は変え、チャットでね感想を送った時に、その、ビビ素人ものだからって言われてってなったから例えば違う方がいいかも、今後のために教えとくとね。実はね、
わかりました、素人もの NG 了解です。
素人っぽいって言うといいかもね。
Dude, whenever Anne shows up, it's always a good time. It was cursed ASMR. It was so cursed. Gigi, like, I think she like yelled at first, like made a really loud noise, and then she did like a parent skit with CC. It was all like trauma. If you look at the comments, all people like trauma bonding after her ASMR. You know, Gigi always makes everything very creative. Ay, ay, ay. So funny. Okay, I'm actually starving because I haven't eaten anything the whole day. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go eat. Don't worry, I'm not cooking anything. I'm just gonna eat some leftovers. Yeah, it's very cursed ASMR. I highly recommend it. It was very entertaining though. No, I didn't break any other appliance in the kitchen. I swear. I swear. Don't forget to join my Discord, guys, if you haven't done so already. Discord.gg/Rima. We need more people in there. Follow me on Twitter for more crazy tweets and to show off my cooking disasters. And for... Anyway, I love you guys. I'm gonna go eat.